a raised to power 0 is equals to 1. Therefore, 3 raised to power 0 is equals to 1. For B, the fifth law states that anything having a negative raised to power is an inverse or 1 over that number raised to power. That means the fourth law now holds for 3 raised to power minus 2, which will now give us 1 over 3 squared. Therefore, 3 times 3 will now give us 9. Therefore, we now have our answer to be 1 over 3. The answer to the number 3rd question, we are now dealing with the nth root. Since the 27 is being squared and divided by is being raised to power 2 over 3, that means 2 is squaring the 27 and the nth root is 3. Therefore, the square root, the nth root of 27 is 3. Therefore, 3 squared will now give us 9. Also, looking at the question D, the last or maybe the nth law of indices holds here, coupled with the fifth law of indices, which states that anything having a negative raised to power is 1 or inverse of that number, or 1 over that number raised to power of the actual number. So we are now having our D equals to 27 raised to power minus 2 over 3. So we now have 1 over 27 raised to power 2 over 3. Now the nth root of this question holds for the last or the sixth rule of indices. We say that the nth root will be the inverse of that power, so that it will be square. Since the inverse of the power is 3, therefore the nth root of 27 is 3. Then the square root of 3 will now give us 9. For the question of the answer of number E, we have that 8 raised to power 2n is equals to 1 over 8 raised to power 2. 1 over 8 raised to power 2 can also be said to be having the fifth law of indices, which state that anything inverse is a negative power. So we now 8 raised to power minus 2 is the same thing as 1 over 8 squared. So we now have 8 raised to power 2n is equals to 8 raised to power minus 2. 8 will now cancel each other on both sides of the equation. Then we are now be left with 2n is equals to minus 2. Therefore, making n the subject of the formula, we now have minus 2 over 2, which we now have our n to be minus 1. Example 2. Solve the equation 4 raised to power y is equals to 8. Solution. We are given 4 raised to power y is equals to 8. But we know that 2 times 2 is 4. 2 raised to power 2 is 4. Therefore, 2 squared is 4. 2y is equals to 8 is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2 in 3 times 3 when the 2 are 3. So therefore 2 raised to power 3 will give us 8. If 2 cancel each other, since they are having the same base as 2, if they cancel the same or each other in the other side of the equation, we are now left with 2y, that is the power, is equals to 3, that is the right hand side. Therefore, making y the subject of the formula, we have our y to be 3/2, which is the same thing as 1 whole number 1/2. Example 3. We asked to simplify 27 raised to the power 2/3 times 9 raised to the power 1/2. Solution. We are given 27 raised to the power 2/3 times 9 raised to the power minus 1/2. According to we also know that 3 times 3 times 3 will give us 27. That means 3 raised to the power 3 is 27. We now substitute it, replace it with 27. We now replace 27 with 3 raised to the power 3 in bracket 2/3 times. We are also given that 9 raised to the power minus 1/2 is equals to 1/9 raised to the power 1/2. And 9 is 3 squared, or 3 times 3. Therefore, 1/3 raised to the power 2 times half. If we cancelled the like terms, if 3 should cancel 3, it will give us 3 squared. And if 2 we cancel 2, it will give us just 3. Therefore, our answer will just become 3, because 3 the denominator will cancel the 3 to be left with 3. Example 4. Simplify 0.2 raised to the power 3 times 30 all over 0.4 squared. Solution. 0.2 raised to the power 3 times 30 all over 0.4 raised to the power 2 will give us, since 0.2 is raised to the power 3, we now times it 3 times. And 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.2 will now replace 0.2 raised to the power 3 times 30, since it does not have anything being having any raised to the power, it just remain like that. Anything that does not have any raised to the power is just raised to the power 1. Divide by all divided by, since 0.4 is raised to the power 2, so it's now 0.4 times 0.4. If we do our multiplication correctly, we have something like 0.008 times that all over 0.16. Then we multiply 0.008 by that to give us 0.24 all over 0.16. So if we tend to remove the decimal point, since the two have the same decimal point of 2 digits, you now remove it to get 24/16. 2, or let's say 4, we divide 24 to give us 6, and they divide 16 to give us 4. Therefore, it's also the same thing as 3/2. 6/4 is also the same thing as 3/2, which is also equal to 1